Hi guys, hope you're all well. Hope you had a nice Christmas, New Year, bum. So I've got my kids here, so live lessons is just not really going to work out for us. So I thought I'd do a quick video, do a couple of worked examples, and then set you some work for you to get on with. Obviously, there's an emphasis on your whatever they're called, TES things, exams coming up on the 18th, or the week beginning the 18th. So that's going to go ahead so far. Who knows? Things can change, but we're getting used to that now, aren't we? I put in the notes before Christmas that databases is definitely going to come up in the exam. It is. So I'm going to do a quick crash course on databases, and then it's going to be down to you to have some practice on that using your exam papers. If you have already filled them all out, you could try, I don't know, do them again. That's always good, right? Loads of practice is really good. Anyway, that's it now. I'm now going to swatch over. I'm doing this on my phone, so quality, don't make any comments on the quality, please. Okay, all right. You can see my Legos up there. Nice, aren't they? Anyway, I'm going to switch over now. And you're going to stop seeing my lovely face for a bit, and then I can show you some exam questions. All right. Okay, so I'm going to be following in the exam papers, the question booklet that you got in your blue folders. You can also get that digitally as well. You should be able to do it. I'll put some of these on digitally because I'm going to set this as an assignment. I'm going to start at the beginning. All right, and we're going to start with a question like this. There's loads of them, loads of examples. So we're going to go through. Oh, there's another one, sort of, but we're going to go through a couple of them. Okay, and then I'm going to leave it up to you to then crack on. I will be able for the first period. I will be available to answer questions. Okay, you might have to wait a minute or two because my kids don't really get the concept of live lessons. But yeah, let's get cracking. Okay, so the premise of these is that we're going to need to fill out one of these. Okay, fill out an entity relationship diagram. Okay, sometimes we can see that the relationships in this one's already been filled out and they're given this. In this example, I think you need to fill out 3 remaining entities as well. Okay, so the idea here is that we got to read. There's lots of reading to do. Okay, so that's fine. I'm gonna get started. All right, I'm probably going to use a pencil actually in case massive pencil in case I go wrong. All right, so let's start reading through that. So we've got each customer is identified by a unique identity number and the customer's Okay, fine. That's probably not for now. Each pet is Have we got a customer? No, I haven't even put a customer on there. So a customer is identified by, well, there we go. There's our first one then. Customer is our first one. Each pet, is pet been done? Yeah, pet's been done. Okay, it's identified. Each surgery is identified. They've identified that. And each vet is identified. We've got vet. So far we're still looking for, I can't do it backwards, 2 more entities yet. Okay, so a pet is owned by 1 or more customers, and each customer may own any number of pets over their lifetimes. Pets may attend many appointments. Whoa. Right, so we've got customers. That's our new entity. We've already done it. We've got appointments. Let's see. To make an appointment, a customer contacts a surgery. The appointment is made. And each vet is associated with 1 surgery. So we've already done that part there. Each surgery is staffed by several vets. Okay, so we're not going to get any more clues there, but we do have a customer, and we should have an appointment as well, right? So let's put that over here. Oh, not made it big enough. Appointment. Okay, so let's start thinking about this then. A pet is owned by one or more customers. Okay, so a pet can have lots of customers. A customer may own any number of pets. Okay, so that's good there, right? Now, if we remember our rules of this, yep. Okay. Well, I'm just thinking this through. So anyway, I don't know if I've got a rubber. Never mind. Going to be some scribbling out. So you cannot have a many-to-many relationship. Okay. So what we're going to do is, if we do that, we put a link table in called pet/customer. Okay, if you want to be off-piste here, you can call it customer/pet. And that's our first one. So we put our link table in, and then we swap around the relationships. So swap the way they're pointing. Okay, like so. Okay, there's our first one, right? So reminder, you cannot have a many-to-many relationship like you did there. If you do get a many-to-many relationship, you put a link table in and you swap the direction of those, okay? Now, a pet can have, let's read this through it. To make an appointment for a pet, a customer contacts a surgery. The appointment is made for the pet to take place on a particular date and time at a specific surgery. So there's got to be a link between a pet to make an appointment for a pet. There's got to be a relationship between those two. It also says the appointment is made for the pet. The appointment is made for a pet to take place on a particular day at a specific surgery. So we've got a relationship there as well. Okay. An appointment at a surgery. An appointment, can it take place at lots of surgeries? No. So an appointment can only take place at a specific surgery. So that one's cool. A surgery, can that have one or many appointments? Well, it's going to be a crap surgery if it can only have one appointment and then you need to make a new surgery. So an appointment can have, a surgery can have many appointments. Now, a pet to that one, we know there's a relationship there. Let's think about it. A pet can have, think about it. We got doctors, you can have many appointments, dentists, gym, whatever. You can have lots of appointments, right? So it's no different here. A pet can have many appointments. An appointment can be for one or many pets. Well, each pet, to make an appointment for a pet, so an appointment can only have one. An appointment can only have one pet. So there's quite a lot of work gone into this one for 3 marks, really. Okay, so let's have a go at this is one of the harder ones. This is one of the harder ones that I've seen. Okay, normally, you can prepare for the hard, and then hopefully you get a nice easy one. All right. So this one here. In this one, I'm going to swap it around a second so we can see both of these. Okay, so in this one, we're going to be looking at athletes who are members of teams, Right, I'm not really that interested in this at the moment. I would read it, obviously. Whoops, sorry, can't see that. I would read it, but here, okay, this is really important, this bit. This shows what the structure of each of the tables are, right? Each of the 5 tables. 5 tables. Why is that got... That's only 4. So which one's missing there? I'm trying to read this through my phone. I might as well just read it on my eyes. Athlete, event type, fixture, event at fixture, event... Oh, it hasn't got athlete in there. Okay, fine. Right, so when we create a relationship, okay, don't forget. So if we've got... Okay, so if we've got a relationship like this, okay, when we pass to make that relationship, remember you pass the primary key from the one to the many, yeah, from the one to the many. Okay, so what we're going to be looking up at here is the primary keys are underlined. Do they appear in any of the other tables? Okay, where if I was to make a relationship between the event type and event at fixture, I would need to pass the primary key from here into that table. Okay, so is it? Yes, it is. It is still underlined though. Some people might think, well, that makes it a primary key. It's part of a primary key. Okay, so that means on its own, event type ID is not unique in the event at fixture table. Okay, it's on its own here at event type. It's not on its own here. Right, it's very difficult to put my finger in the right place looking through the camera. Okay, so I can see from this that event type has a relationship with event at fixture. So event type with event at fixture. I know there's a relationship. Remember, going back to this, the primary key goes from the one to the many. So it's gone from event type and being passed into event at fixture. So we can go event type into event at fixture. Sorry. Okay. Cool. There's that one. Done. Easy. Okay. We have also got, let's have a look. This one here's got fixture ID in it. So same as we did before. It gets passed from the one to the many. Okay. So we go over to here. What was it? Fixture to event at fixture. Goes from the one where it was a primary key. I can't do it on the... Sorry, it's really messy. It's hard. I'm trying to look at it through my phone. Like so, right? Well, how many do we need? 3 relationships. So I'm back over. I'm looking at what else is in here. Event entry. Looks like it's gone there as well. That's good. All right. Or we could also do into that one. So actually we're going to go, what was that? Sorry. It is from fixture into event entry. Goes where it's a primary key into where it's on its own. It's not a primary key. So that means we've got, whoops, sorry, like so. And I know it says only 3, but let's do the other one. From fixture into event entry. Event entry. I've done that one. Event type into event entry is what I'm looking for. Oops. My apologies for the terrible handwriting. Okay. All right, I'm just going to flick this around again. Ooh. Right, so what I want you to have a go at now, please, is I want you to go through all of the questions, everyone, just the first bit where you have to draw out your relationships. Okay, have a go at those. I'll be available for the next 45 minutes or so. Actually, do you know what? If you get stuck on something, you can just email me or Teams message, whatever it's called. And then I'll get back to you, all right? But these ones, you've got to be able to get these. These are gimmies, all right? Okay? I'm going to do another video in a minute, which is going to help you out with the next couple of bits. But yeah, that's it for now. Get cracking. Task 1. Boom. Okay, task 2. They always ask a little bit of theory on a database question. Okay, so we are not expecting you to be able to highlight exactly how to fully normalize a database. We'll have an idea, but you don't need to, right? That's kind of degree level stuff, right? But you need to know what is a fully normalized database, okay, and why you need it, okay? So there's some simple things that you need to remember, okay? I'm going to just flick around the video again on my phone if I can work out how to do it. I'm going to do it. Okay. So, what is normalization, right? Let's go. It ensures, you need to know this, that each attribute, and this is the catchy bit, is dependent, I'm going to show you that, is dependent on the key, the whole key, and nothing but the key. Okay, you need to remember that. Okay, maybe the key, the whole key, and nothing but the key. Okay, or you can also is normalization. They can call it third normal form as well. Okay, some of them. Okay, third normal form, or they might just say third or 3NF. Sometimes they notate it like that. Okay, but it ensures that each attribute is dependent on the key, the whole key, and nothing but the key. So help me God, right? So if you don't understand, I mean, it's a bit of a nonsensical sentence unless you really understand normalization. But if you don't, remember it, right? You get marks for this, okay? Why do you have that? Okay, that's some key questions, right? Okay, it makes sure that we have it makes sure that every attribute is dependent on the key, the whole key, and nothing but the key, right? But it means we also limit data redundancy. Okay, data redundancy. On the VLE, it tells you all about what data redundancy is. Okay, don't say remove data redundancy because it limits it, it doesn't remove it. Okay, we also limits or reduces, whatever you want to put, data inconsistencies. We know what that word means, inconsistency. Okay, we know what inconsistency means. It means it's not the same, yeah? So if we have differences in data, if we have repeated data, it means we have differences in the data. And if we have differences in the data, I mean, we can't trust it, it means that we increases data integrity, all right? Okay, so they're the things you need to remember, right? The two bits, the key, the whole key, nothing but the key. It limits data redundancy, it limits data inconsistency, and it increases or improves or ensures data integrity. Okay, so task 2 is I want you to go through and have a look at some of the questions. I can't find one off the top of my head. Hang on a minute. Okay, so that's a good question there. State 2 reasons why data designs such as this one are usually normalized. Okay, so you're going to go through, answer all the questions that are like this. Okay, that are things like, why do we have data normalization? What is data normalization? And why do we have it? Okay, I want you to go through it. It's repetitive. It's going to be repetitive, but that's your second task. Go through and answer any questions where they ask that, right? It's the same thing over and over again. Some of you might think, I'm not writing that out again and again and again. Do it. It's going to help imprint it into your brain, all right? Okay, so there's task 2. Go for it. Okay, last task or bit of this video is going to be how to ask the questions where they are asked for select queries, right? It's the main part, okay? It's the main part of SQL is how to write out an SQL query. We've had loads of practice at this, but to be honest, even the best guys in my class, they usually drop a mark on this, okay? So you've got to make sure that you're ticking the marks off as you go, all right? Okay, so first job is, I might as well do it in pink. I'm going to flick it around and show you the question that we're going for, right? I'm going to spin it as well. Okay, so this question here, write an SQL query. That's the one I want us to do now, all right? So we're looking back at the athletes, events, okay? We want a list to be produced. So first of all, we're going to say, what do we need, right? What do we need? So we're going to start off for select. So I want to know what fields we're going to have, right? So it says a list to produce of the names of all athletes. In the fixture that's taking place, The list must include surname, forename, and date of birth of these, and no other details. So it says, what did it say? Surname, forename, and date of birth. Surname, forename, date of birth. Easy. Select surname, comma, forename, comma, date of birth. Well, I don't know why I put a full stop on the end there, sorry. That's a squiggle, it looks like an E on my phone. There we go. So that's our first one, right? The select, okay? The next part is, where are you getting them from, okay? From. Now, we need to work out how we're doing this, right? So we're going to definitely need that because we've got all of these here, right? Definitely getting that. How are we going to be able to link it to the fixture? We need the fixture, definitely, where the fixture date is. We're getting to that later, but I need that one, okay? How are those two linked? Are they linked? Are they linked? No, they're not. How do I know that? Well, athlete ID is here, fixture ID here. There is no there is no fixture ID in here. There is no athlete ID in here, right? So how are they going to be linked? Well, if we look down, I'm looking for somewhere where athlete is linked into it. So I'm looking through these. Is athlete there? No. Yes, that one. All right. So I know, does that link to fixture? Yeah. Okay. So that gives me a path to the three of them, right? So I need to make sure I put them in here. So we got athlete, fixture, event, entry. Okay. So there's our first two marks, right? Smashing it. So next bit is, so we've got the select, the from, we need to know a where. This is the criteria. What is the criteria? So it is who are competing in the fixture that's taking place on the 17th to the 9th. Okay, so I'm imagining that the fixture date there, fixture date equals, what was it? 17,918. Okay. The next bit is the bit that everybody forgets, right? It's the bit that everybody forgets. It's the linking, okay? So we've got the select from where. This is the first bit of criteria. We need more criteria. We need to be able to create the links. There's a link between athlete and event entry, okay? What's the link? It's that, the athlete ID, okay? So we're going to say athlete ID equals, I'm going to run out of space, event entry dot, oops, can't spell, athlete ID. Okay, So that creates the link between those two tables, right? We also have a link between these tables here as well. So, and what's the link? What are we doing? Fixture and there. Yeah, that's cool. Fixture ID equals, excuse me, equals, I've lost where I am, event entry dot fixture ID. Cool. Sorry, I messed that bit up again. So this bit here is the bit that people also miss out. Yeah, you think you've done all this writing and you go, well, I've finished. You haven't quite yet. Reread your question, please, people. Okay, so the list should be presented in alphabetical order or by surname, right? Easy. Order by surname. Done. I mean, some people can put, you can put ask. That bit there is optional. Okay, but I suppose it's, if they ask you said in reverse order, then you can put in desk, yeah, descending. Okay, so let me just, again, last go. Right, so what I want you to do now is I want you to go through, you're going to have the rest of this lesson, whatever's left, I got no clue, and your questions. You're going to be finishing off all of the questions for your next, for your assignment or whatever you call it, assignment. So, right, have a go, right? I'm going to set the, I know it's timetabled on, I haven't got my timetable now, but I know it's timetabled for a different time. And this is going out to the other set that I don't teach normally as well. But me and Mr. Hamilton are going to be about to help you, right? Have a practice on this and the other stuff, obviously. But this stuff, you know, we're talking 10, 12, sometimes 15 marks on database question. So if you don't go into your TES prepared for a database question, you've lost, what's that, like 2 grades pretty much. All right, you can't do that. Yeah, okay, so good luck. I'm here for you if you need me. Okay, get me on Teams, I'll help you out. Mr. Hamilton would do the same. And work hard, guys. All right, okay, all right, take care, stay safe, bye bye.